Curse me. I never actually updated the overlay, even though that was on my list of things to do. Hello, internet friends from the audience. I assume that all of you look like how I imagine you, and since I imagine you while staring into a Logitech C920, I assume you're just a floating blue ring. And to all of my floating blue rings out there, I want to say, I hope that you're just keep on floating.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Poetry.
You're coming in really, really low, Dave, like super low.
How about now?
Okay, you're coming in better. Thank you for that sub.
Black Mirror episode, you can imagine.
Fantastic. You know, today is not an important day on the calendar. Nothing particularly important happened today. But since we were just talking about Canada, I'm going to toss it over to my, I'm going to say fourth favorite Canadian, Drumurboy.
Dude, I've gone down.
Your mic just completely shot out.
Fuck!
Oh, it was so good too.
Adele.
How about now?
Yeah, you're working.
5x5.
We got you.
I'm Drumurboy. Sometimes my audio stops working. Had a cool, very cold week because the heater went out on Saturday and it just got fixed yesterday. And it's still kind of cold because, like, I'm trying not to run the heater too hot just for safety right now. But yeah, that's why I got the hood up. The Avernus tune, people seem to really like it. It's really cool. And the roleplay stuff will be up on Spotify in the next few days. So if you'd like, I don't know if you can actually find it at all yet. Keep an eye on my Twitter. I'll be tweeting about it when it's live. Yeah.
I found out Keanu Reeves was Canadian.
That doesn't surprise me.
That I don't know how to dissect that, but that's why you got bumped down.
He just seems like a really nice guy.
I mean, saying
really? Because Kiefer Sutherland also, I found out, was Canadian.
I would not be insulted if I lost a place on a list to Keanu Reeves.
That's true.
At all.
Jim Carrey's also Canadian.
Yeah, I actually knew that. Ryan Reynolds, also Canadian. I mean, those are the lists of the three people that are above you, plus Pamela Anderson.
Justin Bieber, also Canadian.
Yeah.
Not anymore. He gave that up.
You can have him back, by the way. We don't want it.
We don't want him. He can go to Britain.
We can give him to the French.
He can move to Montreal and try to be his own country.
You know,
that's the spirit.
I want to remind you that the reason everybody dunks on the French was because of 9/11, and the French were like, hey, maybe we shouldn't go all in on your trumped up evidence that maybe might not pan out.
Yeah.
Come to find out, evidence was trumped up, and they knew it, and they lied to the French, and the French were like,
nah, we're good.
Now, I mean, maybe the French aren't so bad. That's all I have to say. Maybe they're not so bad.
The Bloc Québécois were trying to do a Brexit situation.
Okay,
but it didn't work here.
Quebec has always had one foot out the door, so, you know.
Yeah, but they're in the middle of the continent, sort of, just off center, so they can't. That would be a really weird kind of like weird country in the middle of a previously united country. It'd be like, I don't know.
They'd still be bigger than some countries.
It'd be like Missouri suddenly leaving the States.
Who gives a shit about Missouri, though?
Nobody lives in Missouri.
Who cares about Missouri?
I've got some facts for you, Drumurboy, if you're finished with your intro.
Yeah.
Some of you may know the Olympics is a thing that happens every 4 years, alternating between winter and summer, of course. You might not know this, but in the 2016 Summer Olympics, the Olympic Village was provided with 450,000 condoms. They ran out before the end of the show and had to get an emergency condom supply. There were less than 11,000 athletes, which means that 42 condoms a person were used in the time span of the Summer Olympics.
Yep.
I mean, it's a bunch of young, healthy, attractive people all
In the
one-
prime,
Which is,
in the
a
prime of their
2-week
lives.
span.
Yeah.
in the best shape. Yeah, I mean, well, the Olympics are, it's a lot of waiting with,
Yeah.
a couple minutes of, extreme.
You might be wondering, why did I
Much
bring up
like
these
sex.
facts? Why
Yeah,
did I
much
bring
like
up these
sex.
facts? I just wanted to toss the intros to the horniest dude I know, Henley.
I was about to take over, but okay.
Look, you might talk a
the-
big game, but I don't know anyone thirstier than Henley. He literally runs a porn company now. Oh, man. Thank you for helping me
Yeah.
set that up. I really wanted to badminton smash that one, but there was no way for me to casually bring it up.
Well, let me just bring you back down to earth. What if all these athletes are just, making sure they don't give away or release their proteins out into the world? It's all about them gains, bro.
Okay.
There you go. Ruined it for you. Nice. That's what I do. Yeah. Hey, everyone.
You should make a sports game, but only about the fucking.
Somebody
my
did this.
God,
Somebody,
could you imagine that? Olympic Village manager? Oh my god, I want it so badly now. Like, I don't know if you saw the Russian Olympic Village, but like they didn't have water in some places.
Oh yeah, no, it
The
was horrible.
toilets weren't working. Like
Yeah.
the whole purpose of the game would be how corrupt can you be? How much money can you save?
Oh god, somebody did a game kind of like that or it might have been an armor mod for the military.
I'm into it.
All
I'm
you did
into
was
it.
like
I want
change
producer
tires.
credit, Dave. I want producer credit, but you could take that idea.
That's actually brilliant.
It's gonna be the
actually a
Stardew
really
Valley
good
of the
idea.
18+ community.
Yeah. Oh no, there already is that. It's I'm not going to mention the name of it because it's disgusting. But
You fucking killed me.
So
I actually have no idea what they're talking about, but based on their reactions, I don't want to know.
oh, you know what it is?
No, I don't know what it is. Don't tell me.
Atomic, you know what game that is?
Sorry, I was dying. I didn't hear what you said.
Okay. Or are you all right? That's fine. But yeah, no. Hi, I'm the filth Magneto himself.
Filthmonger. Filthmonger General.
Yeah. Bring out your filth. No.
Ring a ding ding.
So yeah, I don't know. That sounds like a really good idea, but I want to play it from the perspective of like a condom manufacturer in a major city that now has a Olympic building. in
Oh
there.
shit! The Olympics are coming to town.
Olympic contract. You've only got so much time and so many workers. You've got to manage the time and the overtime and like how are you going to get all this stuff done? And
How can we afford 4 extra condom making machines?
But you're also keeping an eye on.
me?
You're also keeping an eye on population.
Nah, it would be the day that you get the order of like, oh shit, they went through the 450,000 condoms. You get that next order, it's like we need more condoms, and you just like it's just a mini game where you try and push the machine to its absolute limits.
I could see the trailer. I could see the trailer for that game, and it's like a boardroom meeting.
Called
and it's like,
Condemn.
Condemned.
Yep. It's like a boardroom meeting, and like the manager pulls up a thing. It's just like 450 condoms, or 450,000 condoms. My God, it's really dramatic. We're already doing half the work
making
here now.
Balloon animals over there, like
balloon animals.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's been a very interesting week. So we sent out VIP access to Elder's Blood preview yesterday. We're going to send out the next 3,000 codes today. Arthur, you should have got a code, I think, or an email or something. I don't know. Nope, you haven't got it yet. Okay.
I just checked.
Yeah, I did put you on the list, so maybe
Never been on a list.
Yeah, congratulations. You're
I'm on a
nice.
bunch of lists.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been tired and overworked and dealing with very princessy developers. I don't know. Very strange. Oh, and I have a Nintendo Switch developer kit being held hostage in Brazilian customs, so that's always fun.
Sounds like road trip
the-
to Brazil time.
Nah, dude, they still charge you if you bring that shit into the country. There's no way around it. Brazil is a nightmare. We also have the developer that we're working with in Brazil. He's just like, yeah, nah, the bank's holding my money and not releasing it because they don't believe that I'm on a work contract. But we have a contract, and I don't know. It's a real fucking pain in my ass. So, normal shit. Normal shit. But
Is it
aside from
Brazil that's having their like a political thing happening right now?
Venezuela
A
is.
whole bunch of
Venezuela.
South American
Venezuela
countries.
is, but
Right.
Brazil
Chile,
was having
Brazil, Venezuela,
elections,
they're
right?
all
Ecuador
got
had
shit.
one.
I think it's Chile is the one that's been in the news lately.
Yeah,
about,
Chile's been having the riots and protests. A bunch of people.
The
have been
government
getting
like
killed.
setting things on fire and blaming on the protesters so they can bring in more military police.
Mhm.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know why
pretty
you're holy
fucked up.
shitting that. That's a very American thing. We invented that shit. They're just
That's-
taking from our playbook.
It's just
CIA playbook right there.
I was gonna say COINTELPRO.
At least,
But, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty keen to, I don't know, throw around some rocks and stuff like that with you boys tonight. So let's do it.
Or some rocks.
Yeah, man.
rock
I'll
those
pick up a
numbers
rock
on
and
them.
throw it.
I mean, I'm all for inventing kobold eating. We can make that a sport.
No. All right, just for
Kobold
that,
eating.
I'm gonna skip over to Spootnik instead of Atomic.
Hello.
You just add yeet to everything. You're not a teenager anymore. You have to let it go.
Don't let it go.
Let it go.
Forever young.
Let it go.
Forever young.
Do a remix, you know. Spootnik, what do you got going on? You know, besides getting married.
Yeah, that is happening in like 2 weeks.
Do you know? It sounds like maybe you don't know.
November 14th.
Okay.
Hey, man.
So
We're both married on the 14th. That's cool.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, just to note, November 13th, which is a Wednesday, I will not be here.
That's good because I'll be on vacation from the 9th to the 15th.
There you go. Perfect timing.
Had that on the books.
That's why we planned our wedding that day or that week.
Oh,
'cause
neat.
We knew you were on vacation.
No, you didn't.
I'm releasing a game on the 13th. Hell yeah.
Ah.
I'm doing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's happening in a couple weeks, which is awesome. If you didn't know, we won this wedding, so we've had to pay for basically nothing. We have not
You
found
were
out.
good to the state and they've rewarded you.
Yeah.
Like a good citizen.
That's right. We don't know where our honeymoon is. We know that it is the weekend following the wedding.
Venezuela.
Yeah, it's probably Venezuela because they said it's somewhere that you can drive to, and so it's a long drive, but we can make it.
The Dunkin' Donuts down the road.
That's right.
Congratulations.
And I also was speaking with a travel agent today, because, originally we were saving up money to pay for our wedding, and now we don't have to. So I was speaking with a travel agent today to set up a trip to Ireland in March of next year. So
Ooh.
that should be fun. It'll be cold, but it'll be fun.
Neat.
So yeah. And I beat Dragon Quest XI. Finally.
Like beat or like end game beat?
Well, I mean, I did the end game stuff. I didn't like 100% it, but I beat all the
Look,
big
motherfucker, if you get credits in a video game, you're good as far as I'm concerned.
And you get credits after Act 2, but there is the actual big bad boss that when you beat him, a second run of credits rolls. So I got the second roll of credits. It only took 92 hours, but so it was a pretty quick game. It's small. There's not much to do in that game. You can get through it in a weekend, but it's good.
Like 48 hours.
No, it was like 93, and I did not finish everything. There is still like if I wanted to, I can go back and probably get another 15 to 20 hours out of it.
Yeah, it's like the Final Fantasies. If you want to get like the best weapons in the game, the best legendary everything.
Oh no, there's still quests that I can do, like actual quests. Oh yeah, it's not even just like farming and get the best shit. There is that, but there is like a whole other thing that you can do that I have not done, which is another 15 or 20 hours worth of shit. And I've been playing it so much. And the future Mrs. Spoot, do you hear her? She's singing right now. That's the battle music. She's like, I can't take that song anymore.
I
She's
Is
like,
it the orchestrated version at least?
It is. The music is incredible
because the PC version only had like the 8-bit soundtrack.
Yeah. My one gripe with the game is that they don't really vary the battle music at all. When you're fighting bosses, it's it changes up, like there's different boss themes and stuff, but the majority of the game is that one battle music over and over again. And I don't know what it is about this game, but like the volume mixing is crazy. Like if I didn't turn my TV down to like volume 9, it like blasts my head off. It's so loud for some reason. And I don't know if I have no idea why that is. Like any other game, I can put it on like 20, 25 and not be, blasting my eardrums out. If you put it on 15, you're like, oh Jesus, this is loud. I gotta turn this. It made me feel like an old man. Like I gotta turn this music down. It's so loud. But it's really weird.
That's how loud it gets delivered. Maybe they're on like their attenuation system doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, because any other game on the Switch, like I can turn it way up and it's fine.
Yeah.
But that one is like, man, if I put this up above 10, it's just I can't even hear myself think.
Because all game audio, at least when I was like doing a thing, it was all supposed to be delivered at like radio volume, like 0 dB,
right,
-6 RMS, kind of like
mm-hmm.
like 90s or mid 2000s advertisement level volume.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know why, but that is a thing. But it is a fantastic game. I played it on PS4 and PC because I love Dragon Quest and Dragon Warrior and all those games. But the Switch version is amazing. They had so much added content, like actual like story content that was really well done in my opinion. So if you haven't played the game and you have a Switch, get the Switch version, because it is by far the best version, by far. No performance issues at all. It ran incredibly well. It never crashed on me once in, like I said, 90 plus hours. Super good. So now I've finished that, and it's gonna be time for the Outer Worlds, I think, on Friday.
Hell yeah, man!
I'm looking forward to that one. I've read and watched some reviews, and it's gonna be, it's still an RPG style game, which is my genre of choice, but I've read and heard that it's fairly short.
Yeah, it's like 40 hours long or something like that.
Yeah, and that's if you do like everything. So for me, it'll probably be maybe a 20-hour game, 25-hour game.
I heard mainline story quest is like 22 hours on average.
Yeah. So that'll be a nice little sort of post JRPG aperitif to play through. Shoot some stuff, kill some stuff, and it'll be good. And I don't know what I'm going to play after that. I'm actually kind of
Yeah,
looking forward
Pokemon,
to,
dude.
you know, I played the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and I had fun with that. That's the only Pokemon game I've ever played. Um,
Yeah, this new one's gonna be real different from all the other Pokemons, though. So.
yeah, and I see people bitching about it online and everything, but I'm thinking I've never played the Luigi Mansion
Yeah, that
games.
comes out as well.
Yeah,
that comes
and
out.
it looks like a lot of fun and just something nice and light and easy that I can just kind of pick up and play here or there. So yeah, but definitely Outer Worlds is going to be the next game that I play, and I don't know, I haven't looked really past that except I'll probably pick up I'll play Outer Worlds on the PC, and then I'll
There's
probably pick up
also
Mansion.
Red Dead coming out on the 5th.
Yeah, but I already
Yeah.
played that on PS4. And
I
I
played it a
don't
little
feel the
bit on
need to
PS4.
double dip on that one.
Yeah, I never finished it on PS4. I don't know, the controls were too much for me on controller, so it was like,
Yeah, honestly, I liked the first Red Dead better. I thought it was a better game. Thought it was a better story. But
yeah.
Yeah.
There's one other game too. Fuck, what is it?
I mean, there's a few coming. I mean, we're getting towards the holiday season, so there's going to be a group of fairly big releases. But
Doom Eternal got moved, and that's the one I was looking forward to.
oh
Yeah, I
yeah.
But I mean, it got moved for a good reason. So
Yeah.
at least they came out and were like, "Yeah, we feel like we need more time." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, I'll wait."
Which
I
will
feel
actually-
like I need more time since 2016. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Like, I feel
Yeah,
like
no.
I'm still good on my Doom game played since
Yeah.
2016.
I
Doom can go
honestly-
fuck itself.
Honestly, I'm more excited for the soundtrack for that game
The
than I am for the
soundtrack
game.
2016 was so fucking good.
Because I still listen. I mean, it's BFG Division is still my alarm tone, but
Huh.
the very fact that I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head, but he put out a call when they were finishing the soundtrack for all the best screamers for a heavy metal choir, and I'm like, yes, more yes.
I
So
hope they don't like fuck with it too much because it was such a fun game to play.
Oh, Death Stranding. That's the other one.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to let you guys walk away from this Doom bullshit. You listen up. That game fucking deletes your goddamn save.
What?
didn't
On
have that
what?
problem.
Doom 2016 deletes your save. It happened to a bunch
On
of
what
people. It happened to
system?
me. I was
I mean-
like, I'm not gonna replay this whole fucking game. I felt like I was at the end of the goddamn game. Save
Never
deleted. I don't want to let you walk away with that.
There's
There's
a-
a Scorpion.
I
Get
didn't even
over
know-
here.
There's a bunch of
You
games
saying
that have had
is
that
the
problem.
first time I've ever heard.
I just
of
googled
that.
it. Happened to a ton of people.
Well, I was
Definitely
never
didn't
heard
only
it's not
happen to
one of those
me.
people. Was
It happened
well,
all
I mean,
the time.
All
it
right.
happens for a lot of games now, but I didn't have that problem at all.
All right, so we've got in November we've got Red Dead Redemption 2, Death Stranding. We've got Pokemon Sword and Shield. We've got Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That comes out on the 15th. Then we've got Shenmue 3.
Hold me back.
Hold me back. yeah. What else we got? I don't know. There's a couple of anime games in there too.
I'm
but
looking
who gives
forward
a
to
shit?
watching Death Stranding. That seems like a spectator sport for me.
I feel like Caitlin will probably play a shit ton.
Yeah, I know like a lot of the main streamers like Dan's Game,
Oh,
Ezekiel, they'll probably play all.
dude, they're re-releasing Yakuza 4
Really?
Nice.
on the
Like re-
PS4.
I just
Yeah.
after playing Dragon Quest 11, like I need a few months at least before I play something that is just like
Super long.
The Yakuza games are just fucking bonkers.
they
dude.
are bonkers,
so
but
good.
that is another game that you can put like 100 hours into, I'm sure.
I wouldn't say 100. I
No,
would say close
80?
to like 50.
That's still a lot. Like Outer Worlds seems perfect. Like I said, 25 hours, get through it, done. Luigi's Mansion 3, whatever fuck it's called, something that you can just kind of pick up and fuck around with, not think too much about. Like, yeah. stuff like that. And then, after the new year, okay, what's a big one? Does anyone know how long Death Stranding is? Because I do want to play that game.
No one knows how
No
long.
one knows.
Death
No one
Stranding
even
is.
knows anything about that game, but I'm sure that's another fairly long game. I mean, hell,
I imagine it'd be the same length as Metal Gear Solid 4, which was a fucking long
4 or
game.
5. Yeah, 4 or 5. That's what
Well,
I was thinking.
The cutscenes in 4 made it that long. They were like,
Yeah,
it was a small movie mixed with like an average length game.
my controller turned off on one of them. I'm not
There's
joking.
a 45.
Yeah,
There's a 45
There's a
minute.
45-minute long cutscene. My
Yeah.
fucking controller auto turned off on my PS4.
hmm
I don't know. I still think that game was good though. Crawling through
I'm not saying it was bad.
through the fucking microwaves. Come on now, man.
I'm not saying it was bad. It was just, the older I get, the less time that the good thing about Dragon Quest XI, here's another good thing about it, is that you can literally, the pacing in that game is so good. You could literally just play it an hour a night. Like, it's not an RPG where it's like, oh, there's all this big stuff building up and I got to sit here for 3 hours and get through this part. No, there's literally story beats almost every hour. Like, story starts, story ends, up until like a few of the last bosses in the main storyline, which is pretty incredible for a game that some people are taking 150 hours to play through. You can literally, in bed on your Switch, lay there for an hour like you're going to read a book before you go to bed and get a hour's worth of good, solid, perfectly timed entertainment. The pacing in that game is incredible. Most RPGs, especially JRPGs, it's like, oh, you got to play this thing for 10 hours before you even get to anything good. That game is not like that at all. So, but that's all I got. Atomic.
I am he who goes by that name. I've not been doing a whole lot. I'm still doing my Warcraft thing. Still smashing head against bosses that are stupid hard and people doing stupid things. Still listening. Still on my 40K audiobook kick. I think I've spent since last Wednesday. I think I finished 3 books and they were all 16 hours long. So I finished 3 of them, I think, and I've started another one that I'm 11 hours through. There's another 16-hour one. I got my list finished for Wrath and Glory game for my new army.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, well, I have to see what everybody else's final choices are, but I'm pretty much doing that. I mean, I haven't been doing a whole much. There's not really a whole lot for me to do. There's not a whole lot of games out right now that I'm really interested in. But yeah, I'm ready to smash some face and get some XP. Going to a Sabaton concert on Sunday. That'll be fun.
Nice.
Got to fly to Cleveland, but whatever.
Cleveland's awesome.
Man, well, I'm going with some guildmates of mine from Warcraft, so that's the only reason I really decided to go, or else I would have waited.
Really good food in Cleveland. Get some pierogies.
Yeah, we'll be in downtown because the guy
Mm-hmm.
who organized it lives just outside of Cleveland. So
Yeah.
I can't remember the name.
Really good German food up there.
Yeah,
and the pierogies there are amazing.
yeah. So we'll see what happens. I'm only going to be there for less than 24 hours, but we'll see. Well, that's I would have waited for him to come to the Hard Rock here in Orlando because it's like 45 minutes instead of flying to Cleveland. But I was like, fuck it. Once I was like, I'll go. It's Hammerfall and Sabaton, so it's really pretty good. Pretty excited. So it's been a while since I've been to a concert, so it's about time. But it's pretty much it because I'm boring as hell. How you doing, AP? What's up?
Yeah, I just thought we'd skip the part where we get started. So, previously, our party got mad at me for trying to tempt them. I recall saying something like this: hey, you guys said you wanted to go to Valdella's shop. I just wanted to remind you that you could do that before you leave. And then everyone's like, Arthur's trying to take us away from the XP farm! Riot, riot, riot! And all week, all I've been hearing is, no, Arthur, we don't want to learn more about the rustic architecture and local lore. We want to kill people until we hit the next level. Maybe we'll keep killing until we hit another level. So they killed their way, down the level, physical level, not like an actual level. But, they killed a bunch of goblins in the hostile area of a dwarven fortress, Bar Uthan Umthal, which is designed to not allow any non-dwarves in. Once they got into the dwarf safe areas, they had some more rough and tough rumble fights. Now they're in the wing of the Founders on the second floor, where all the Founders' old equipment leapt off the walls and is trying to kill them. Henley almost died from being strangled to death by a rug. Let us
But I
return.
didn't.
You are, in fact, still alive. Some would say unfortunate. I want to follow that up with the
That's
question.
my job.
Wow.
I want to follow that up with a question. Did you finish that D&D Beyond character sheet?
No, I
It's your
have
turn,
it
Finley.
open.
What do you want to do?
I have it open though.
You want to use a cantrip, maybe?
No.
Fire a bow? Those are the only two
Fine.
things I know that you know how to do, because those are the only things on Roll20.
That's not true.
When I checked your Roll20 character sheet 2 days ago,
You could
the
turn
only
into
things you
something.
had loaded in your spell book were cantrips, and you had a bow.
To be
So-
fair, setting up spells in Roll20 is
I
a
don't disagree.
fucking humongous task.
But he also doesn't have spells set up on D&D Beyond.
No, but I do have them all set up
And
right now.
what would you like to do?
I cast water breathing. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, that would have been an amazing play. Let me tell you something.
So, I'm gonna do something a little interesting.
Yeah,
So we've got this dude chilling right here, right?
we do. We do indeed have such a dude. And he is
Okay.
chillaxing,
So-
remaxing.
I'm gonna move.
I thought combat ended last turn. Or did
No,
it?
we stopped mid-combat, and I gave you the
Ah,
XP
okay.
for
Yeah.
the people you'd killed so far.
I'm moving
good.
right here,
Yeah?
and
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Thunderous Wave.
Very well.
Let me get that there. Cast spell, please work.
It seems to have
nice.
worked.
Of course, the damage was shit.
Not
Well-
every damage has to be good.
He also, oh, why isn't that in there? He also gets pushed back.
You can turn on the spell descriptions and stuff like that in D&D.
Yeah, I
So
did
like
that.
you have
though.
to check the tech boxes and stuff
I
like
did
that.
that though.
You sure?
Yeah, it's checked. Do I have to? I literally have to fill out, type the description in. Jesus Christ.
No, did you drag it from one thing to another?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so go into Roll20, go into, it's got an icon up the very top.
Yeah.
You can search for the spell you want, and then you can just drag it onto your character sheet.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But the thing is, the compendiums, because I'm assuming it's Thunderwave, not Thunderous Wave.
Yes,
Right.
it is
Yeah.
Thunderwave.
Yeah. The problem is that the compendium is really jank, and there's a bunch of stuff from the PHB that's not in there, let alone if it's a spell
Alright.
from something else.
Yeah,
So
you know,
gotta make
when
a
that
con-
happens, you just make a thing. Yeah.
What's
So you got to make a Constitution saving throw.
yeah, what's your save?
It is, I believe,
Probably
11.
And if it's not in the compendium, honestly, you can just Google it and then just copy it. Don't copy it from D&D Beyond because the formatting is weird and it like quad spaces everything. That looks stupid.
Also, don't copy it from the player's handbook because they change all the text into different things for some reason. Like an L is an I.
Yeah, my save DC right is 11.
Okay, they make the save, so they're going to take
Half.
1 point of damage
And you're not pushed.
and not pushed. You, Finley, you strike a wave. Everything in that room, all of the dust, all of the
Does Gygax need to make a save?
no, he can
No.
make the cube, not including Gygax, just the room. Everything gets blown back. It looks really dramatic when it hits this armor, and then the armor's head plate turns to look at you and just continues advancing on you.
I say, I'm sorry.
Kelly,
Shit, man. I think I'll just hack and sack. I think. Yeah. I think that's what I was doing last time. So. Weapon.
where do you want to attack?
I'll take this little dude over here.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean, you slam against it. By the way, I want to mention everyone has inspiration right now. All
Oh,
your
cool.
characters.
Neat. What was that from?
Agram taking the hit on his shield last session.
Right. Okay.
I
Oh,
decided
with
to give it to everybody because it's been a long time since I rewarded it. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Raddosaurus has been getting on me about that. He's been like, Arthur, you never give player rewards for doing stuff, and I'm like,
True.
I don't
You
feel
never
like
do.
people live up to my worthy and loudy status.
Well,
Let me tell you something. The time where I should have given one is when Finley critted that fucking orb that Rorik was carrying. I should have given him 2. You can't even have 2, and he should have
fuck
just.
you and your orb.
When we see an orb in the future, we're just like, Finley, come on, man, do
I
your
know.
thing. Like,
I can't kill a autonomous suit of armor, but I can fucking orb up.
Kelly, got anything else you want to pull out here? No. Your flame tongue longsword continues to bounce off of the armor.
some good
Who's
damage
been the
rolls
long
in there,
bottom?
though.
Your
Billiards. The
your
pool
mic just-
shark. Fuck. All right. How are we going?
Yep.
I'll also enter my my battle my stance thing with my bonus action.
Okay. You're entering in a tunnel fighter.
Yep.
Very well. Agram Iron Fury, dwarf of dwarfs. Insofar as you aren't actually a dwarf, but you're like mostly dwarf.
Mostly dwarf. 99.9% dwarf.
1% god.
I'm just scared. You know what? I'm fine with that. All right. I'm gonna move up, and then I'm gonna try and smash this.
Oh, there's a sword there too.
The sword is
Fuck, I
actually a
didn't see
hammer,
that.
but yes.
Yeah. Go after that. So.
Hammer on hammer violence. You know, you really hate to see it.
I mean, it even says, you know, don't smash 2 hammers together. It's a terrible idea, but we're gonna do it. So, all right.
Oh, and I guess Gygax should have had a turn there too, right?
I'll let you throw that back on in a second. Yeah.
Cool.
This shit is like 2 guys running at each other in a competitive Smash Brothers, and they both have the hammer thing, and it's just a question of timing, right? Who gets the smash in at the correct moment? You and this hammer are in a stare down, and you manage to bonk it. You know, you swing slightly later than it. It swings too soon. You smash the back of it. The hammer is slammed to the floor and shatters instantly.
Nice. Good stuff.
Instant 130% damage shot.
Just flies across.
Oh yeah,
the
it makes a
room.
swing noise as well for reasons that aren't very apparent.
JJ Abrams shows up with his lens flares.
And then, all right. So, second attack, I'm gonna hit the armor in front of Kelly.
Very well.
Oof. Not great.
Need to hit that 18.
You can't say that we had the longest intro ever today. It was only 29 minutes.
Oh, I know.
That's
Last
one
week
of the
was
shortest intros
say-
we've done in a while.
last week was like 40 something.
No, it wasn't. It was 24 minutes.
Last week it might have been okay. It's one before. We usually do about 45 minutes.
Oh my god. All right, you do another hammer smash. It echoes off of the internals of this plate mail. Doesn't appear to deal any damage. Let's go ahead and get that Gygax turn in now.
Yeah.
It's not like he can do anything. He definitely won't crit another hoof attack.
He was real good at that. Surprisingly. Okay. Oh, come on, Daddy. Gygax for president.
That's some straight up bullshit. Yeah, that dead hits. It deals full damage.
Neat.
Gygax puts 2 hoof prints in the armor. You can see his horseshoes there. I guess he's an ant. He wouldn't have horseshoes. What is it?
Mandibles?
Oh, he's mandibling, I guess. There's like little jagged saw marks where he's attacking this thing.
We need to get barding like you would for a warhorse for Gygax.
Well, the problem is when he disappears, some motherfucker has to carry that shit.
Indeed.
Yeah, I guess.
It is the armor's turn. The armor is just going to go ahead and try to attack with their Daka Zilvia.
I'll impose
Very well.
with my.
Mhm.
No, my reaction's free to impose, right?
If you're
I
doing it
can't
to intercept somebody else's attack, that requires
Yeah.
you to spend it, and it's not free. It's free if they try to move around you.
Right. Okay.
Isn't it Sentinel?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he is Sentinel and Tunnel Fighter, so I'm just trying to remember which does
Yes.
which.
He's trying to make them overlap, and they do. But
You have to do
Once
it in
you-
a certain order.
so, if it's someone trying to move away from you, Tunnel Fighter lets you take a AOO attack without any problem.
Or move within my radius.
That costs you a reaction. That's the one.
Okay.
Mixed attack. Yeah, so you're spending a reaction, which means you no longer have that free movement reaction.
So what? Okay, so the free. So when they move within the 5 meters
Yes.
or into my 5 meter.
It's
I
not
get
the
it.
it's not the into the 5 meter. It's once they're within your reach. If they move at all from that position, you get a free attack.
Yep. But the things that stack up with Sentinel are like when I use a reaction to hit them, they lose their momentum and they go down to 0.
Correct.
But if I use my reaction for imposing in an attack,
If they move
Then
away
they
from you, if they
yeah.
Sentinel makes it so if they disengage, you still get an AOO,
Oh, cool.
and that
yeah.
overlaps with
Mhm.
Tunnel Fighter. So if they move away
Mhm.
from you, even if they disengage, you get a free AOO because of Sentinel and Tunnel Fighter. The issue is you lose all that. So they're not technically free. It's just that you have to have an available reaction. It just doesn't cost your reaction. If you intercept somebody else, it uses your reaction, and you can no longer pay for the other types. Which you've done, and you've counterattacked, and it hits really dang hard. But in response, Daka's about to get punched in the face. And big punch.
Don't die, boy. Don't take 90 points of damage.
Daka manages to do one of those 1-2 steps out of the way as this
Wow.
thing comes around the corner, and he just hops back. The other one is gonna blap on Gygax.
AC 11,
Oh yeah, he got
I
him.
want to say.
He got him. Four points of damage.
Did you roll to attack?
Yeah, 15.
Oh, I don't even see that.
I
It's
don't
there.
see that.
It's on stream.
Okay.
I might have did a GM roll.
4 points of damage. That's cool. Yeah, we can live with that. I just have to heal my aunt, bro.
Daka Sylvia.
So whenever I do these streams with you guys,
Yeah.
my dog my dog will make a choice. Do I follow my cool friend outside, or do I stay here on the comfy bed? And I can see that Ronan has made the poor choice by following me out here because he's just like struggling to stay awake and he's just sitting on the floor. And then he could be in the bed, in the dark, in the cool, just being like, yeah. Probably sitting on my pillow. But he's not. He's out here being a cool bro.
The man neglecting his dog.
Cool, tired bro.
Mm. He can go back anytime he wants, but he doesn't.
One sad pupper.
I take disadvantage for close, like 5-foot range casting.
Yes.
So I'm
Unless
gonna
it doesn't
cast-
take a.
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah. No. If it doesn't take a ranged whatever.
If it's
I mean,
not
if-
a ranged spell attack,
Exactly. If you're gonna use Eldritch Blast here.
Yeah.
You'll
Eldritch
get
Blast would do
disadvantage.
it, but if it was like, say, Fireball or something, it wouldn't.
Oh, correct.
Yeah, I'm Eldritch blasting the other dude, the dude behind me, I guess.
Yes, that will work.
So a Repulsing Blast is a very common choice. Knocks him back like
Boop.
10 feet.
Boop boop. Second one hits.
The first one will miss. Sailing neatly past Finley Longbottom, who suddenly gets a face full of laser. Swing! The second one will hit, solidly striking this creature, which stumbles sideways, armor like, "Ugh," and then pulls itself back to its height. Finley, Longbottom.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a cantrip
I'm shocked to hear this.
of poison spray.
Of course. From
And
where you're at
hopefully-
right there, it's disadvantage to hit
Really?
Because you're right next to him.
because you're meleeing him.
Oh well, then
You can switch to the other one just like Daka.
switch to. Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna do.
Moonbee.
No, I'm gonna do
Summon
the one,
cow.
the
Dim Dark
speak
Magic's
with
magic
animals. No,
missile.
I'm
Speak
gonna do,
with animals.
I'm gonna do Thunderous Wave again.
Very well. Rejected. You deal 3 points of damage. You make another enormously booming.
Now, if I move, do I get an AOO?
Yes.
I will stay right where I am.
Very well.
No more free disengage for you, boy.
I know.
Kelly.
I'm so used to being able to
Manic-
do whatever the fuck I want, and now I can't do shit.
Kelly. Kelly, he robbed
I
from the
will-
rich and he gave to the poor. Did up to the man.
I'm gonna slap a bitch with my flame tongue.
Very well. I feel like slapping is not effective. The dice agree with me.
That one will be.
But yeah, that reverse stroke. I feel like you try to actually slap him with the flat, and it just kind of slides off the faceplate. It turns to look at you after trying to hit Daka, and you just like stab right through the eye area and explode this bitch. And you
Nice.
don't explode this bitch. Wow. So close and yet so far.
Okay. What's the height situation look like in this place?
So all of the halls here are carved to be about 8.5, 9 feet tall.
Okay.
Essentially, two
alright.
dwarves standing on top of each other.
All right. So I was wondering if Gygax could get some height here, but it doesn't seem like it.
No.
Well, in that case, Gygax will, since he's a spirit boy, he will defend young Finley as much as he can and bring on the hooves. That's pretty abysmal roll, but yeah. It's rolling at a +4, so it's not that great.
All right, Agram.
That's not bad.
This is what I want out of you, okay? I want to be super clear. I need you to hammer this guy standing next to you, and then after you Captain America pose that, then you Thor throw it at the other one, and then snatch it out of the air. Just wrap up the
Oh.
whole combat, and then walk it out like you did everything.
All right. Let's see.
Also, bonus action tunnel fighter. By the way.
Okay.
Yeah, after I see him like smacking this armor, it's like, just angry. Would you kindly die? And then I'm gonna smack the one in front of him. So let's see what happens.
Well, this isn't.
Well, it's a reckless attack.
What's
But-
would you kindly come from? Bioshock. Yeah,
Bioshock.
there it is. Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. That reckless attack recklessly splatters these armor pieces all over the wall.
All right, and then I'm gonna fling the hammer.
I love the idea that it goes in
Um,
like a curvature around Gygax.
It's because the Earth is round.
Well, because he's an ant, right? So
yeah,
he's
but you're on
probably-
the southern hemisphere,
Well,
so it should
oh,
go the
shit.
other way.
Well, look, so because, he's an ant, right? So he's got some distance above the ground. So he smashes through the one, and it comes back, and I throw it underneath Gygax, and it's rotating sideways underneath. And so I'm gonna fling it at the other guy. See if there's something.
I love the idea that it
I mean-
does a loop-de-loop around one of his legs in slow motion.
It
Never
like
touching
curves in between them as he's moving. All right, so that's
Yep,
throw it at the other one.
Yeah, you did it. You killed both of them. You
Nice.
just Finley Longbottom this combat.
It does one of those like clearly CG camera action shots of like directly behind the hammer going on over top of the carapace of the.
Let's slow this down for a second.
You all take a few moments to catch your breath after the combat ends, looking around for any additional enemies. As you perhaps sheath weapons or draw in a long breath, the shaft from which the stairs come from, the central shaft, you suddenly hear a booming noise that is so loud it practically deafens you. Everyone except Agram has no idea what the fuck is going on. But for you, Agram, it's clear that this entire stairway shaft is acting as an amplifier for a dwarven war horn. Someone is
well, okay.
calling someone to war.
I'm going to just real quickly rub my hands together and give Ducker a bit of TLC. So I will use Cure Wounds on my good friend.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you
it's
rolled no
not
dice,
rolling
so-
anything. Yeah. All right. Description. Is it attack roll? No, healing. It'd be healing. Healing. Right, let's see. There we go. It's not. Wait, that can't be right. I should be doing more healing than that.
What level did you
you're
cast
casting
it
it
at?
at first level. Was the problem?
Yeah.
You should be doing 1d8 plus your
Casting modifier.
ability modifier.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
that's base level cure wounds.
Stat bonus, which would be
Charisma, probably. Yeah. As a paladin, should be charisma.
What's your
So
charisma?
that'll
Plus
be
3?
4 plus 3. Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll be getting
I
Kevin.
think
7.
cure wounds gets you an extra D8 for every level you upcast it.
Correct.
Oh, I can spell it at higher levels?
Yes.
Yeah, that's because cure wounds is the one that the rangers had. We both had. You can cast it. It's for every extra level, it's an extra D8 plus charisma.
Oh, neat. I thought I had to use it at
No,
level
you can
1.
upcast it.
No, you could cast it at
Okay.
second, which I think you have the capability to do.
I think you can go
Yes.
up to what, second or third.
As long as you have that many slots
second,
available, like
second.
a second level slot available. You
Yeah.
can-
Sure, I will cast it at second level for you then. So,
D8.
2d8 plus 4.
Just throw another D8.
oh no. You can keep the first one and I'll throw a second one on you too.
Okay.
Because you need some healing, my man. Is there a way that I can roll this at second level?
Honestly,
I would just type.
Healing and
I would
add
just
the
type
dice.
2d8 plus 3. I mean, we don't
yeah,
need fancy macros that aren't totally working out for us. You know.
honestly, what I did for my
That's pretty good.
ranger is I just had I just copied it and I had one at first level and then one at second, just for whatever.
I'm not doing that, dude.
Yeah, just go to the
Can-
healing when you have the spell. Like go to the description, attack, save, healing thing.
Yeah.
Go to healing and edit the dice.
That's not
Can I cast Cure Wounds on
Uh,
myself?
Yes. What level do you want to cast it at?
Oh, hold on.
You'd have third level, I think, right?
He might have third.
He
Yeah.
could cast it at
but-
third level, but he doesn't need
Yeah,
that
but
much.
yeah, no, I think I'll just do it at level 1.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That'll work.
Are you adding the 3? Yes, you are. That's good. That's fine. Also, I'm going to use my class feature, the lay on hands. I'm going to give Gygax 7 HP back, which leaves me with 3 lay on hands for emergency reviving, basically. Does my channel divinity have healing in it? No, it doesn't.
Is this the total number of rooms in this hall?
Correct. I'm gonna need everybody to reroll initiative real quick.
Oh,
As you all have been chanting prayers and healing each other and doing some small minor things, I've checked your passive perception scores, and Agram is on the wrong side of the room. You all find yourself at the bad end of an ambush.
How tall is the ceiling in here?
9
Asking
feet.
for a friend.
9 feet.
9 feet?
Correct.
You tricky dick. Okay.
Well, the
Yeah,
ceiling
Now that
height
you
increased
have-
when we came
now
down the
that you
stairs.
have height, it's a problem, right, Mr. Speedy?
Oh, is he going to cast an actual
Well,
spell now? Or?
I got a spell, but I need 10 foot of clearance, so.
It depends what you're trying to do.
Got an 8 twice in a row. Okay.
Oh man, this initiative is killing.
Yes, indeed.
What's the dex on that guy that's the same as me?
That's a Pathfinder thing.
Is it?
GM gets to decide.
Oh, okay. Is it? Alright.
But you
Yeah.
act at the same time at 5e?
That's not a thing in 5e, unfortunately. You can attempt to do that, but it's pretty tough.
Would you like to seize initiative?
That's also not a thing
I
in
know.
5e.
I'm aware.
What's important, however, is that they get the surprise round.
I don't
Um,
think I can be surprised. Or
What do
my
you
wait, I
have?
might be thinking of my monk. Hang on.
Does
I might be
Sentinel say
thinking
that
of
you
my
can't be surprised?
No,
monk.
No, it does
I
not.
think.
I don't think it is.
What?
I think you might think of something else.
I might be thinking of something else. I think I took observant on another character, and
Yeah,
I think that's might be what I'm thinking of. So
that's probably it.
So far, the goblins that you've encountered have been relatively small, standard goblins. Kind of rusted junk metal, swords, almost sabers. These guys are rocking long spears, short swords, heavy crossbow, real armor, and a shield. They're not joking around here. And all of
So
them
we're probably talking 17 AC then.
appear to be what one might call a hobgoblin. Taller than normal. And they move as one in like an armed formation. No words, just pointing their spears at Finley, nodding and running around the corner.
Undead, maybe? Are they?
They're hobgoblins.
I don't know what a hobgoblin is. I'm
It's
sorry.
like a
Bigger
goblin,
goblin.
but bigger.
They nodded at me like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm gonna run past you. And
No,
I'll-
they pointed a spear at you and then like nodded at each other like, oh, that's our first target. We're going to stab him to death.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He smells too clean. Let's stab him.
All right. So I'm gonna cast.
No, it's a surprise round. They're about to surprisingly stab you really badly.
Oh, I cast avoid surprise round.
Well,
You didn't listen to me finish. All right.
You gotta let the elf finish. Have you never been around elves?
I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had the best video of the year.
Finley, what's your AC?
Damn, that
27, I think. Hang on. It is 14.
All right. So the first spear attack is going to hit.
Okay.
In the process of attacking you, he's going to do a draw cut with his left hand, whipping out his short sword and trying to stab you. So he's got a spear in one hand, sword in the other, and is functionally co-fighting. You get hit with 4 damage for the spear attack. And you also get hit by the short sword.
For a total of.
The short sword hits you for 6 damage. So that's a total of 10. All of them are drawing their short swords, and they're all getting 3 attacks on you.
Oh. It was nice knowing you, boys. You wake up in a mountain.
Don't worry, I've got 3 points of lay on hands that I can still give you, brother.
Can you revive? Just give him 1 point every time so you can keep waking him up.
That's the idea.
Basically a barbarian.
You take another spear stab for 10 more points of damage.
Okay.
I mean, this is like some 300 shit. They're all attacking you from different angles.
I'm down
Stab,
to,
stab,
down to
stab.
13.
Well, then he stabbed you. The last guy stabbed you
Mhm.
twice more.
Mm-hmm.
First attack hits you for 5. Second attack hits you for 11, so you're down.
I'm down.
In a flash, these guys are around the corner. You start turning to look at them. All of you are just like, oh shit, and they just hack, stab, slash. Everything is happening to Finley. And as the last guy puts his spear into Finley, he puts a boot on Finley's chest and pulls his spear out, and a bright line of blood comes splashing as Finley falls to the ground. Finley?
That is uncalled for.
Well, it's actually your turn, so I need you to make a death saving throw because you're at the top
Okay.
of the initiative order.
You have inspiration too, mind you, if you want to use it.
That's
on
true.
that.
You could try to hit that 20 and rise back up on a 1.
Like a gamer.
All right, I'll use inspiration.
Very well.
Roll again, brother.
Yeah. You just have
All right.
1 correct save so far. You're one of 3. Daka, what do you want to do?
Ooh.
He's like, it's time to betray the party. I blast Finley with a fireball.
I
No.
throw his dead body at the face of the nearest orc.
While I'm doing that, lay on hands as I use them as a bludgeoning tool.
I was gonna use a I was gonna use an AoE, but that would mean 2 failed death saves for Finley.
It would, in fact, mean such a thing.
So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna move behind Kelly.
What up?
Kelly,
Then-
Kelly.
Eldritch Blast 2 at this dude.
The front load?
Very well. Eldritch Blast! Ooh. Yikes. No.
Give me a second. Is that doing the correct thing?
Should be
It should be +6 to hit. I think.
It
Oh my
is
God.
+3.
It's... How do you
It
sing
should
that?
be +6.
Because
At least-
if you skip out on everything, you can see that the roll was a 7. So it must be a +3 instead of a +6. if you're
Ah,
with the 10.
yeah, you're right. Mhm.
Yep.
Because let me check my D&D Beyond, because it's telling me my Eldritch Blast is at a +6 to
Sure.
hit.
Well, a 13 will still not hit.
well. If it's at a +6, I mean that's your thing plus your proficiency, right?
Correct.
So
It's not including one of those. That doesn't matter because the 13 is not going to hit.
All right, so this +3.
Yep. That'll hit.
Cool.
This guy is just getting done pulling a spear out of Finley, and you hit him in the side of the head with a blast, and you see part of his face melt. He turns, his scowls, is just like, "Ah."
Do you knock people back with Eldritch Blast? Or
You
If-
can, but he doesn't.
You have to
The
get
next
the
level.
repulsing blast
Uh-huh.
thing for
Then
it.
you get the one that lets you have like 500-foot range. Then you just ride a horse away from combat.
Yeah, I mean,
blast people from super long range.
it's already got 120-foot base range though. Like getting that extra, it's like 300. I
500,
think.
yeah. It allows you to stay out of crossbow range.
Yeah, but
So-
it's like there's so much
This
better
guy.
stuff that you can get.
No, let me tell you something. In any kingdom game where you're sieging a castle, there's a 0% chance you do not bring a warlock blasting people from beyond range.
Well, I've
Let me-
never
let
been
me
second
ask you
That's
seat
outside of
for it.
fireball range, my dude.
Arthur, let me ask you this real quick.
Yep.
If I have Gygax drag Finley's corpse
Correct?
or unconscious body,
Yep.
they don't get an attack opportunity on the body, right?
No, just Gygax.
Okay, he'll only have one attack of opportunity though, because so what's going to happen first is because I can't stand on Finley's spot, so I'm going to have
Yes, you can.
Gygax. Well, I can't end my turn on his spot.
Yes, you can. He's an object, not a person. The problem is if you get him up while he's there.
Okay, and if I'm standing on top of him, can they coup de grace him?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to have Gygax drag him back 5 feet
Very well.
because he can't drag him back any further.
Gygax actually doesn't need to drag him anywhere. Gygax can simply lift him and place him back there without any dragging.
Oh, that works too then.
Yep.
Perfect. And then I'm going to move Kelly up here into this spot.
How would this?
And-
I'm sorry. How would this look? Like Gygax is like
I'm,
shifting
like-
in place, using his legs, just like one leg after another.
Like pushing him,
back like a
him
log.
under the-
But
Yeah,
how
like
do you
pushing
get
him
up
back-
there while that's happening? Do you just Mario
I'm-
over Finley? You're just like
Yeah,
whoop!
I like no. Finley's being pushed underneath his body, right? Right.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm following you.
And then I'm jumping over the top, sort of thing.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
You
And then I
arrive.
come down, and as I land, I do a cool attack with my cool sword.
Well, we'll
It's
see
red
how
hot.
cool it is. Okay.
Booyah!
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Who are you attacking?
I'm gonna do the one that got his face melted.
Cool. That's 29 points of damage. That's a cool amount of damage. He's not dead, but just
Yeah.
after one side of his face got burned by an Eldritch Blast, you slash the other side. Now he's got a cool scar over his eye, and there's like a singe mark on it, so it looks doubly cool. And there's no blood leaking into his eye because it's all singed. So he's just like ah. Grr.
Yeah, and then I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
That time I won't do so good. damage on
Instead, you're gonna deal 24 points of damage to yourself.
No.
Oh no, you
it's
only deal the fire damage to
damage.
yourself. Yep, my bad. You deal 11 points of damage to yourself. Your sword's flame goes out of control while you're attacking. You're not sure what the hell's going on with this thing.
It's happened before.
You've seen it
Yeah.
happen before, but this is not normal, as far as you know.
You said 11, right?
Correct. Got anything else?
Yes, going into bonus tunnel fighter, and can I attack with Gygax or no?
Can you what with Gygax?
Attack.
Yeah.
All right, then I will do that. Bring down the hooves.
Yes.
On that dude.
Yep. He is still very barely standing.
Mm-hmm.
For his turn, he doesn't know that you are going to do this, so he disengages and moves away.
Mm-hmm. All right.
If you would like to use your opportunity, or if you'd like to use your reaction, you can trigger it here.
Yeah. It's no good though.
Creatures that move away from you. Yep.
Even if I attack them, they get stuck though, I believe. Or do
Yes,
I have to...
if you hit them with Sentinel, their movement speed is zero.
Does the attack have? I don't think the attack has to succeed.
Yes, it does.
I think it has to succeed.
When you hit a creature, it says when you hit a creature is the starting word. So you get a slash at him. He seems fucking shocked because he's being super careful. But you are like you're like a League of Legends character on auto attack. You just cut through his defense immediately, and he leaps back. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he begins descending the staircase. However, I'm gonna have to bring him back on the map.
Oh wait, no, he disengaged. So
He's the initiative.
Gygax should have got one there too, but yeah.
Yeah, Gygax wouldn't get one because he just.
Yeah, no, yeah, because he disengaged.
The other two are going to do their best to avenge him.
Mm-hmm.
What's your AC right now?
20?
All right. There's a flurry of long spears and short swords. You get hit by 3 spear attacks between the two of them.
Man, let me check. Yes, 20, because I didn't take that extra thing. Yeah.
You take 27 points of damage as these two brawlers basically separate. It's not exactly like they try to do flanking, but they wait until your attention's on one of them before that other guy licks out with a short sword attack to like distract you. And then the first guy goes in with a spear. APGram.
I have a question. How long's it been since we ended the last combat?
About 30 seconds.
No.
About 30 seconds? Okay, then I'm still enraged because that lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No, I'm still enraged. All right. Yeah, no, I'm see Kelly start getting shanked and be like, hold on, Nazungi, and then I'm just gonna make a blitz. I guess I don't know if I want to jump over it or try and slide under Gygax. Either way, I'm gonna Leroy in here, kind of. Well, I guess not really Leroy.
These are. Let me tell you something. For an ancient dwarven hold and a hall that hasn't been used in some time, these are the most well-greased floors in all of existence. This is like a kitchen that you don't have stick shoes for, right? The non-stick shoes for yet.
Yeah, no, I've worked in a kitchen before. Yeah, the key is to wear boots, and then you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, all right, so I'm gonna charge into this guy on the bottom here.
Yeah. Tell me more.
I am going to declare a reckless attack, so I get advantage. And then I'm going to smack bitch.
Very well.
20 for 16.
Yeah.
If he's still up, I'm going to do it again.
Very well.
So I'm going to do it again. 16 for 19.
No.
Okay.
That time, he manages to rotate and catches your hit on his armor. And the splint plate kind of shatters just a little bit, but that's how it's meant to go. It's a little ablative. The armor moves around instead of taking any damage.
Yeah. It flexes. All right, that's my turn.
Henley, you should make another death saving throw. You have 1 success.
Okay. And I fucked up my AC, but I'm fixing it. So
Very well.
don't worry. I think my AC is actually 16. Yep. Anyway, that wouldn't have mattered.
I don't think it would.
No, it wouldn't have. And my D&D Beyond sheet is done.
My God.
And what I don't understand is that for a level besides cantrip, when it goes to levels 1, 2, 3, whatever, it doesn't say learned. It's only prepared. Is
That's
that
correct. You don't learn spells.
You're like a
So
wizard.
druids have an access. No.
Well,
They're not
you're
like
right.
wizards.
No, I'm not wizard.
So you only get a certain number of cantrips that you know, but
Right.
all of your other spells, you know all of them. You know all of the words of the forest. But every morning, you say, these are the spells that I want to have ready today.
Okay, gotcha. I've never played a druid before, so okay.
Welcome to Druidcraft, my friend. Also a
Yeah.
very good cantrip.
Okay. So death saving throw, yeah.
Like StarCraft, but with a lot more green.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, that's a failure.
That was close.
One
That was
success,
real
one
close.
failure. Daka Zilvia. Things are going from bad to, I wouldn't say worse. I wouldn't even say they're bad right now. They're just kind of average.
Who's the
Yeah, it's fine.
Who's the one that Agram beat up on?
The bottom one.
Bottom one.
Bottom one. He's getting 2 Eldritch Blast thrown at him.
Eldritch Blast!
And I think I figured out the thing. I just
Yeah.
have to go to attack and have the attack status charisma.
Very well.
Yes, it is.
Let's
Yeah, it is
show
Christmas.
me your move.
21 for 11. And 24 for 13.
Your roll is a 15, so you have a +6. Both of those will hit for 24 points of damage. He's still up, but he takes 2 massive impacts that you fire above Agram's head. Agram's little bear ears basically are bracketing goalpost style this attack.
I like to imagine, you know, I'm sitting here because I'm like, you're what? How tall are you, Daka?
Oh, he's
No?
tall.
I'm like
I know
6'4".
Okay, yeah. So you've got about 2.5 feet on me. So I like to imagine as I'm dodging and weaving, they're trying to smacking this guy like a blast just going over my shoulders.
And they're not smoke bolts anymore. Like the more I fight in this form, they like turn into like pointed diamonds, pretty much, like
Yeah.
purple gems.
Kelly.
Oh, and sorry, I wasn't paying attention because I was updating my D&D Beyond sheet.
Yeah.
Did someone throw my corpse back?
Yes, we.
Yes, Gygax has
moved
dragged
you
you
back.
back.
Oh, okay. All right.
Don't worry about it. When you're unconscious, what happens to your body stays in your body.
It's like Vegas, but you're dead.
Treat my body like a casino.
Oh,
Try to
So
wait for the
Shove
jackpot.
money into me.
I was about to say it's covered in regret and vomit.
Yeah. I pulled his
Remove all
arm and he started
clocks
yelling
from my-
777 at me.
The room's not particularly good.
All right, Monica, calm down.
And it was pretty easy to move you. I mean, the floor is well greased, as we have covered.
True.
I think Spooty got my joke there.
Yeah, well, you know.
All right, Kelly.
Okay. Oh man. Shit. I'm in a bit of a pickle here. I think.
If you need to, well, I was gonna say, try and get behind me or something to take 1 AO, but I mean,
I
could
think
tank
I'm
for a
just
round.
gonna, I think I'm just gonna go down with the ship here a little bit.
How many,
'cause
what spells do you have left?
That's
Can
a good
can someone heal me if you die?
point. I don't. I mean, you can be. You
Uh,
can.
You're not gonna die.
Okay.
So I can do Moonbeam, Misty Step, Aid, Branding Smite, Fine Steed, which I've already used.
How
Special
many
Restoration.
second level spell slots?
Yeah,
do
how
you
many
have
spell
left?
slots do you have? As those?
I mean, you already
one.
blew. Yeah, well, you blew it on your cure wounds.
Yeah, I have one.
Right. So you've used it.
No, I have 2 spell slots for
Oh.
level 2,
Okay.
and I used 1 for the Cure Wounds last
Very
time.
well.
So I could Cure Wounds myself, but there's no point if they're throwing 4 fucking attacks at
Well,
me a turn.
3.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say if you're gonna try and go down their ship, get Spoot up, slap him with something, but
I
don't know how
mean-
combat effective he is. Right?
You guys
Yeah.
keep wailing and jailing. I'll get Finley up.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All right.
Or not-
okay.
Not up per se, but like safe.
Yeah, yeah.
Safe from
Um,
death.
Wait, can I use Gygax to deliver spells?
He's not a familiar. So I don't
Oh,
think
he's
so.
not a familiar.
And they have to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
Anyway,
the old familiar bomb. How I miss it.
Yeah, I will. So the bottom dude is the one we've been wailing on, yeah?
Correct.
Yeah. He's taking
Oh,
quite
God.
a bit of damage.
There you go.
12 more points of damage.
Yeah, and into tunnel fighter. Man,
Yeah.
I'm thinking next couple levels I might dip into fighter to get me some second wind back. I missed it.
Tell you what,
I
I play a rogue on Fridays, and I took the defensive duelist feat, and it's so good being able to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give me +4.
Fun.
Well, because I'm also playing a swashbuckler, right? So I've got a rapier and I got the swords. I'm a rogue with 20 AC, 19 AC.
Yeah,
Sorry.
a rogue with 19 AC, and you can just continually run around and attack people
Yeah.
is real good.
Kelly, you can make your sentinel attack. This guy isn't smart enough
Yeah.
to figure out that the disengaging won't work.
Come on, man!
I
I'm
believe
going like hot trash tonight.
I also get a swing.
No, because he disengaged.
Oh, disengaged. Sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
The last guy.
Where did he run to? Down the stairs again?
Yep, downstairs.
Right. Okay.
Last guy also disengages. You can go ahead and make another attack.
He might get stuck if I hit him, so that would be good. Oh yeah.
Okay. Then he doesn't go anywhere or do anything. Igram.
All right. I'm gonna smack him.
I assume you like stab him in the foot or something, and he hops around for a minute, and super confused.
All right. So I'm gonna reckless attack.
Whack-a-mole, some
So-
hobgoblin toes.
20 for 13.
Correct.
All right. And if he's still up, I'm gonna hit him again. 17 for 14.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good luck.
I knew it. 17 was the AC.
Henley Longbottom.
Let me make that roll.
Roll the 1.
Roll, bitch. Oh my god.
You have 1 success and 2 failures. You stand on the precipice of a knife.
I lay on the precipice.
This is where the Darkest Dungeon announcer breaks in.
Yeah.
You roll you roll 20, and he's just like, success. You roll a 1, and he's just remind yourself.
New travelers and adventurers will be on the way. Recruit them.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious. I
Alright,
forget
Wayne
how it
Jim.
goes.
Slow and insidious.
Slow and
killer.
insidious killer.
Yeah. Daka Zilvia.
To fight the
All right.
abyss, one must know it.
I'm just laying there like oil can.
Finn's not looking-
Wow. Oil can?
Wow. Wow.
Jesus, going
That's
for
a
some
reference
classics.
from the 1930s, all right?
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
Wow. There might be some kids here who don't get that one. That's the thing.
Is that from the Dungeons and Dragons?
No,
That
that's
is
from
that is
Wizard of
from the
Oz.
Wizard of
Wizard of
Oz, my
Oz.
friend.
That's the
The
Tin,
Tin
Man.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen the Wizard of Oz.
Oh,
I've seen that movie, but I don't know. Never. It didn't register in my brain.
Squeak your oil into me, Daka.
Wow.
Should you be saying that with your fiance nearby?
The door's closed. It's fine.
She's in on it.
Wow. Okay, Docker, you do whatever you want here. There's some freaky shit going
well-
down.
Finley is not looking so good, and it looks like they've got one dude on 2 guys. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna take up my. Is this one a? Whatever. I'm gonna like reach into like one of the veins of like ore on my body. Take out a pin, like a pin size purple
Pen?
needle. Open Finley's mouth and place it under his tongue,
Hmm.
and spare the dying.
Oh. You stabilize, Finley. You're no longer dying.
Yep,
I'm still at 0 though.
And
Yeah.
you got
you're still at 0.
Daka's hair is in your mouth. You're like, ugh, ugh, ugh.
I'm bald. He's got a piece of my mineral person in
It's
him.
a war in your
It's
mouth.
hair. Come on, we know.
It's
You-
crunchy.
no need to
But-
play coy. Kelly.
But it's D4 to see when he wakes up, right? Hours wise.
Yes, Monday 4. Undoubtedly, if this combat ends, I'm sure you guys will get him awake in other means. But sure, we can roll for it.
Whatever. I'm just making sure I know the mechanics. for
Yes, that
next
is
time.
correct. It's 24 hours when he's stabilized. Kelly. No. Yes.
That'll do it. 14.
Just enough. You
Oh,
slay
really?
the remainder.
Woohoo! Well, if that's just enough, I'll go over and do a lay on hands on our good friend Finley then.
When Finley wakes up, there's no needle or hair in his mouth.
I had a dream.
It melts like Listerine pocket pack things.
I was about to say, dude, I'd rather chew on a piece of copper than somebody's hair. To be honest, completely honest with you.
Daka is a hairless.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I have all the hair that you lack.
He wasn't always
True.
this way.
True.
If you cure my wounds, I'll cure yours. I'll cure yours at a level 3.
Wow, this is getting pretty racy, guys.
We'll see. Well, if we're, I'm going to use my last level 2 slot on a cure for myself. 2d8. Oh, yeah, 2d8 plus 3 for 11. Okay. Plus 11. Okay, 22. All right. And Finley, you should have 1 HP.
Oh, I should?
Yep. I did a lay on hands on you.
Oh. All right, I'm going to do a level 3 cure wounds. Spellcasting ability modifier.
3d8 plus
Uh,
charisma for a druid, right?
Wisdom, I think.
Oh,
Wisdom?
really?
It's not, or it'd be whatever your. It's a wisdom or intelligence. I don't remember. I don't think it's charisma. I'm
Well, it's
probably
either
wrong.
plus 0 or plus 1, so which is it?
Whoa.
It's
really?
whatever your casting stat is, so probably.
Yeah. I would hope higher than 1.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I have really low int and whiz.
Oh, well, that might be charisma then.
also-
What spell do you use to cast with? Charisma?
It's wisdom modifier. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Spellcasting ability is wisdom.
3d8.
Your wisdom is
Wait.
0?
Yes.
How did you do your stat alignment?
I kept my stats the same for my last character.
You can move them around.
Yeah,
I
you were able to.
understand. Well,
Interesting.
I don't
Huh.
even know if you can cast spells.
so
It's just the multi-class stuff as a requirement, doesn't it?
Are you just a straight druid, or do you have other stuff?
I'm that moon thing, circle of the moon.
Oh, dude, why aren't you shape changing?
Because there's enough space. But I mean, you can change into like whatever you.
Because I've never played this class or whatever.
Okay,
before.
so I'm pretty sure what happens, Spooty, when you shape
Shit,
change.
I gotta learn.
No, no,
Is
all right,
your-
all right.
your
Look, we
HP
can
just-
talk him through this. First off,
Yeah.
Spootnik, you have to ease yourself in a druid. So let's begin at the beginning. You were dying, and you wake up now. What do you say in your Swedish druid accent? We'll start there.
Jesus Christ!
That's not a person that exists in this world.
I know that's.
What is a
it's like,
Jesus?
I had a crazy dream about a Jesus Christ.
He was a druid.
But
What are you, Ragnar Lothbrok?
yeah, no. So I rolled my 3d8, and I'm up to 13 now. I'm good to go.
I'm good to go.
Good to go. Let's kill more orcs or goblins or whatever the shit that was.
They're hobgoblins. I feel like I'm going to be doing this all night long.
Where did they come from? The stairwell or
They
the
came from
upwards?
the northern hallway, as far as you could tell.
It's okay, AP. I know what a hobgoblin is. I've been one before.
Fantastic. Okay, so hobgoblins are in Lord of the Rings. You remember that Saruman breeds men with orcs in order to make his fighting Urukai who are smarter and stronger and all that bullshit? They're
Yeah.
basically half orcs. No one
Yeah.
remembers this? They get a big white hand on their face. White hand of
Mhm.
Saruman. Okay, that's that, but with goblins.
And hey, I'm doing another cure wounds at 2nd level.
Very well. Roll your dice.
Um,
Roll the dice.
7 more. Okay. I feel
Can we
better.
do
now.
a short rest, maybe?
Where would you like to do that?
I don't know if we can with 2 people that are injured and probably going to get back up.
I don't think there's somewhere safe here. We literally just got ambushed.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
You could head back to
So-
the first floor. You could head back to the
I-
wagon.
I would after we get up, I would have told them that loud noise is a war horn.
Okay.
So there's no telling what else could be coming our way.
But if they were coming, they'd be coming from deeper within the mine or the dungeon.
Well, there's no telling. They could be coming through any sort of possible hidden corridors, or
Where are the stairs from here?
it's the short
Yeah.
east.
Oh, the little thing in the middle here.
Yeah.
So did they go up or did they go down?
They went down.
Okay. And
So-
we've been from the layer above, yes?
Correct.
Yeah.
We've been
Is there
descending.
anything that we could block off the stairs with?
Good
Like, is there
question.
anything in the Founders Hall that is like?
I mean, you
movable?
remember there being a bunch of shit in
Mm.
that warehouse on
How
the
about
first
this?
level.
How about this? Can I cast over the stairs?
Yeah, yeah.
Can I cast? Hold on. What the frick is it called? No.
Web,
It's
plant growth.
called, no, not spike growth.
I think I used this spell against you guys once. It was a fucking
Yeah.
nightmare.
So basically, I could in a 20-foot radius, centered on a point.
Yep.
It only lasts 10 minutes.
That's fine. That's the whole elevator area, or sorry, the whole ladder,
But I'm
plus
saying
20
that-
feet up and down.
Yeah, but I don't know that would give us long enough time, like protect.
It
us
will
long
not give you
to-
enough time to do a full long rest, but it will definitely scare the shit out of somebody for 10 minutes.
It'd definitely be a deterrent.
And it becomes difficult terrain. I am 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away. So that's
Kelly and Agram would
1,
need to all
2,
move
3,
back.
4, 5, 6. So that's 12d4 piercing damage, right?
Yes.
All right, how far back?
You're
are you?
forgetting that they also need to come up 20 feet.
Right.
Do that as well.
And they don't know that it's there unless they pass a check, right? It's a spell
Correct.
save DC to even recognize that it's hazardous. So how about I do that and we can take a short rest?
Yeah, okay, that works.
So
Short rest
that'll
is an
protect you
hour,
for the
though.
first 10 minutes of an hour.
Yeah.
What's the plan for the rest of the...
I think what we need to do is, even though we're taking a short rest, so okay, it's 20-foot radius, right?
Yep.
So it'd be what? To this
4
far?
squares?
What?
Well, and I don't really get the benefit
Well, it's-
for a short rest for doing that because I have to concentrate, right?
Well, it's 20-foot radius and 20-foot diameter. Or,
Right.
Wait, 20-foot. No, you're right. Never mind. I was getting confused. I'm stupid.
What we could do is like each
Oh,
take.
right. Well, what I'm saying is, still have Kelly and I here holding a choke point.
It
and then you
might
guys-
kill whatever tries to come through.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it's only going to last 10 minutes. Short rest
Right.
is an hour. So what I'm
Right.
saying is, have Kelly and I right here in this choke point, because these are as far as we're aware, these are all closed off, right? Have us here in the choke point, so if something does make its way up, you've got Team Tanky Boys.
Well, and I can even move back. It's got a range of 150 feet, so I can even move back farther and make it hurt even more.
But they have to go up and down the stairs, so it's going to hurt them the same amount.
Well, no, if I move back more, every 5 feet that it travels
Right.
adds
What-
2d4
Yes, but
damage.
if you cast it on the stairs,
Yeah,
it also goes up and down.
right.
So it's the same distance, right? If they have to go up and then over, it's the same distance as having to go a long sideways area.
Right, but I thought that it's not 2d4 for every 5 feet
It's
is.
from me.
It is. But
Yeah,
they
so
have to
that's what I'm
come
saying.
right, they have to come up through it and
Yeah.
then sideways, which is the same distance up and sideways as it is if you tried to cast it sideways longer and longer.
If I'm reading
You're
spike
getting
growth, right,
maximum effect out of the spell no matter where you cast it.
yeah, it's just
Okay.
for every 5 feet they move inside of it, they take
Yes.
2d4 damage. It's not that every 5 feet away from the thing. So if
Yes.
it doesn't do more damage the further away you cast it, it's just that further something moves.
Oh,
through it.
I'm reading it wrong. When a creature
Yeah.
moves into it or within the area, it takes 2d4 for every
Correct.
feet it travels,
Correct.
not the spell. Okay, my bad.
Correct.
All right, that's fine. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna. Should I cast that?
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, it's only a tenth of the time. I don't know if it could deter them
Well,
for
it's
a
a
little bit.
sixth
But
of the
The sixth of
time.
the time.
sorry, a sixth of the time. Yeah.
So concentrating on the spell will not interrupt your short rest.
Okay.
Because a short rest can be done as long as you do nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, or tending to wounds. And I would say concentrating on a spell is about as difficult as reading.
Hang on, I forgot to click on my shit.
It's fine. I know it's there. If
Okay.
it comes into play, we'll roll dice.
So what I
Two.
Is there any further plans to barricade or blockade? Because I mean, you guys
I
have
mean-
a whole hour to figure this out.
what Doc is doing is like after it gives us 10 minutes for them to not know where we are. So if we move out of sight of the doorway, like where
Hmm.
the armors were, we could possibly wait out the rest of it. Like
And then-
have Kelly
Yeah, I'll
and Ingram
pop.
up here, so you guys can you guys are still front line, but if they come in, then we're ready to fight.
Yeah,
Can
I'll
we-
pop back here.
Before we do it, I mean, just for I don't know, shits and giggles, Kelly, do you want to pile up those armors in like a say like in the
Oh, yeah, we could pile them up over here.
or just pile them up? I mean, it might not be that much of an obstacle, but it would be even if they say tried to sneak over or something. Let's just say they might hit it and make a noise or what. I mean, it's something because unless other than that, we have to go all the way back up, get a bunch of shit, bring it all the way back down.
Yeah.
We might as well go all the way up and just rest up there.
Yeah, exactly. At that point, might as well just go up and out. So if we're gonna stay down here, but you guys there and then us up here, so if something does happen, the two tougher guys are in the
Mhm.
Because I just need a short rest to re up my warlock spells.
yeah. And then put
Do I
guy-
re up any spell slots on a short rest?
you would have
I
to
think
see.
you have to do long rest. Wizards
that's
or
what I-
warlocks do
yeah.
short rests for.
I
re-upping.
think
I'm trying
your ability to turn into animals is best though.
Yeah, wild shape.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
What
But I can
about?
also roll a hit die on short
can roll
Yeah,
rest.
as
that's
many hit
the
dice as you
main
want.
thing. Rolling
Yeah.
hit dice. But
Yeah, exactly.
Arthur, do I get my spells back? I'm trying to find it. I just can't.
As a paladin, you do not. Paladins.
Paladin requires you to do a long rest.
That's a big thing about paladins dipping into warlock. It's for that shit for smite.
Mhm.
I will roll hit die, however.
I forgot about smite.
Yeah.
So I get my breath weapon back.
So we are doing the short rest here, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're doing a short rest. So I'm gonna roll.
I'm gonna roll some hit die.
So you
And
guys
then
are.
you want to move back one spot, and I'll put.
I was gonna say you guys are
I
not
wanna
staying
go.
out of sight. Okay, so not Gygax is gone. All right.
Fine.
You guys take a breather. Are you guys like eating rations, drinking some water, or are you just sitting quietly, hoping no one comes in to check on you?
I'm gonna be sitting there with. I mean, I've still got my hammer like in one hand. I'm eating, I don't know, a power bar in the other. Definitely trying to just keep an ear out, just trying to listen, using that I don't know, feral paranoia, I guess.
I'm at full health again.
Yeah, I'm like 2 points off, but I'm not gonna spend another one for it.
Let me ask real quick. I have everyone in the group make a stealth check.
Sure.
You are actively attempting to hide.
I'm using my inspiration on this one.
Absolutely.
I'm at disadvantage.
Jesus
here.
fuck.
I have to tell you, that was a good. I mean, look, there could have been worse spends than that.
Oh, you have a negative. I was like, how did you roll a 1 and it wasn't? Yeah, okay, I get you.
You're at disadvantage, Kelly.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I might be. Let me check.
Oh,
Because I am.
You're in heavy
I
armor,
am
aren't you?
wearing plate. Yeah.
Ooh.
I am also at disadvantage.
Wow. Okay.
But,
Um,
I'm not actively moving or whatever, so it's mostly just like I imagine it's just like me like kind of leaning against the wall occasionally or something like that or whatever. So
He didn't
It's not
break
like
out
I'm-
an anvil and start smithing or something.
yeah, I'm the guy in the
You're
Sneak-
the
in the sneaking. I'm opening up a packet of Lays, and it's like real loud.
Bro.
Shut the fuck up, Kelly.
We're taking a short to turn around, and it's just like one of the dwarves from fucking God of War. He's just got a whole table, and Smithy says, "What the fuck? Where'd you even?
Yeah,
Where
I
did that
wrapped my
come from?"
sandwiches in like alfoil, so it's like real loud.
Dude shows up in hell. What are you doing here? I found you.
Your shit's popping again, Drumurboy. I know.
How about now?
Good. Yeah.
The phantom power. It's not making to the mic all the time.
after a few minutes, Finley, you keep a ear out. You don't hear anything, but Agrim briefly hears a after that,
Everyone levels up all of a sudden, like, huh?
Golden
Just
spirals.
just somewhere you see plus 29 XP just floating. You're like, what the fuck was that?
Do 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 do.
I
after
love the
that,
idea that the leveling up alerts the guards, and we're just like, shit.
It's like
Finn-
Warcraft. You just get the big yellow flash of light. It's like, what? God.
Finley gets a little X, just go like tick.
So I mean, before you continue, I mean, if I hear a noise, I'll definitely like perk up and like stand up, maybe hammer ready or something. Just like maybe give some signal to Kelly that I obviously heard something. Might not say anything, but we've been trying to get along enough where you might know.
I need to ask, since we're doing this is your first real like combat and downtime. How does your rage work as a barbarian? Are you losing? Are you getting like what's up? Where you get tired
Exhaustion?
and shit?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no. So I have a number of uses per long rest before I start taking exhaustion.
Okay.
Um,
But like you have like reckless attack, which gives you
so
exhaustion, right?
reckless attack gives me a +2 on the +2 strength on the attack, and then I get advantage. But enemies get advantage when they attack me for that turn.
So is there one that like you get, which is like gives you? Because I remember someone playing a barbarian, and they kept getting exhaustion all the time, but they had like extra attacks and all this shit.
I think Path of the Berserker, you can do some stuff like that, but I am Totem Warrior, so I don't have any like I only have reckless attack at level 5.
Oh,
I don't have like all the crazy other ones. I might get them later, but I can't recall off the top of my head. But no, I'm still good for right now. I've still got at least one rage, and they last for a couple minutes, I think. 1 minute.
Arthur's,
10
Arthur's
rounds.
drawing something out there. I don't know. what's
But
happening.
I mean, even without rage, I still have 20 AC because I'm actually wearing half plate.
Right.
Because the idea is because there's no penalty for that. Like the idea is you can wear half plate until you get your con and dex to where your unarmored defense is high enough to make armor useless.
Sure.
So
Okay.
yeah, and I think I still get reckless attack, and so reckless attack even without rage, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Arthur, you were saying something?
Yeah.
I was indeed. Agrim, after the 10-minute barrier passes, a few more minutes pass. You turn your head because your passive perception is good enough to detect this. Some hobgoblins with many goblins in tow begin setting up dwarven war barricades. So these are man-portable, like anti-cavalry. They've got spikes coming out of them. They're like slanted wooden shields that you can put in place.
Yeah.
These guys are moving quickly and efficiently. The goblins aren't particularly helpful, but the hobgoblins get 2 of these set up to block your exit. So these are like 5 feet tall. You can't climb over them easily. They're covered in like glass shards and spikes and all sorts of crazy shit. Then you hear them both take like big hammers and pound the pistons that will hold it in place, right? Like the legs that are coming out of the bottom, they're like pounding that into the ground. Then they set up a fire nearby, which you get it from like a weird angle here. and they're using a series of blankets to make sure the smoke flows down into your hallway, and then they
Trying
leave.
to smoke us out. Okay.
You will make it through the hour back here, no problem. But they know you're there, and they are trying to smoke you out. Like in 2 or 3 hours, everything back here will be so toxic that you will die.
Yeah.
Except maybe Gygax. I would never
Okay.
kill Gygax.
So I think realistically, I can Misty Step us out of here.
You can Misty Step yourself out of there.
Yeah. It's only
Can you
you.
Misty Step other people?
It's dimension door,
That's Dimension Door.
and that's only one person at a time.
I'm not confused. Okay, that I see. Okay.
And just so you know, I could cast Pass Without Trace on us.
You could cast Water Breathing. You could breathe the smoke if it was filled with water vapor.
I didn't prepare that one.
If it was steam,
But I do have Pass Without Trace, which gives plus 10 bonus to Dex.
It does indeed.
Check.
We could just sneak out of there. There's
We
like,
could just be sneaky boys.
well, I'll be rolling at disadvantage anyway, so I don't know how effective that'll be.
If we hit the hour,
Plus
then I can
10
get
though.
a couple big boys out.
Even
No,
at
we did hit- we did hit
disadvantage,
the
even
hour.
at disadvantage,
you plus
you would
11.
still, yeah, you would.
Plus 10, sorry.
You'd literally have to roll a 1 to fail.
Which I did in my last stealth check. So
Well, that's not my problem.
it will be if you use a spell on it. All right, here's the other thing we could do. Finley becomes a bear and just runs through it.
He
They're
will.
anti-cavalry barricades. I don't
Yeah,
think
they're
those were-
specifically meant to prevent something like that.
They're barricades, not barricades. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what they say? If you can
Go
dodge a
home,
horse,
Dad.
you can dodge a bear.
It's true.
I don't gotta outrun the bear, or I don't gotta run to like. I don't gotta be first. I just gotta outrun you.
You don't have to outrun the
Exactly.
bear. You just have to outrun the person you're with.
Yeah.
Let me offer a option. We could go on break early, and that would give you guys 8 minutes to think about a plan for escape.
Yeah.
Or-
Okay, yeah, that's.
I mean,
that's-
escape is a
We're at a
loose
good
term,
spot.
of
I
course.
need a potty break anyway.
Very well. We'll all be back from potty break shortly. Everyone make sure to clap 3 times and also wash your hands while singing happy birthday.
2 shakes anymore, and you're playing with yourself.
Do what you
We'll be
want in the
back.
comfort of your own bathroom.
Okay. No comment on any of that.